guys, it's Kristen Joy here. Welcome to the adventures of my everyday life. Today starts March Madness, the craziness of college basketball. Whoop. This is the reason why we're doing this video, because it instigated my husband to put our carriage house on Airbnb. So what we're gonna do today is do a tour of our carriage house. Many of you have asked, what does it look like? How did you decorate it? And today is the day that you get to see. Without further ado, let's go look at the carriage house. You ready? Come on. So it squeaks like an old door, just like we like. So our house is built in 1911, the main house, and then the bottom part, the carriage part, was built in 1911, but they've added on in 1949 this side and the other side, which you'll see in a minute. So we have the living room. It started off in this kind of weird color. He switched out the fixture here from the bedroom and added the fan and did a flip-flop, so now there's two fans in the bedroom. And this is Eric's old furniture, but we repurposed it in here. It's new but old in a sense, like it was his bachelor years. And it repainted. The first thing in any house to change it, paint. Added these awesome curtains I got from IKEA. They were $4 a panel. I got it in the as-is pile. If you go to IKEA, go there first, because you can find a lot of the stuff, like this light fixture that I got that's super rad. It was like originally like 40 bucks, and I found it in the as-is pile for 10. So it's a win there. We've got a TV, we've got books, we got this awesome chair to lounge in. It's kind of funky, quirky. Then we have the bar area, which I've just styled out. I've kind of gone with this like blue, green, and yellow theme, which I love, based on this picture that I got years ago at a thrift store. Those are my friends. And this is the kitchen. It's super basic, but it has everything that someone would need, which we have a coffee maker. We actually have a little mini kind of stovetop, cutting boards, glassware, plates, dishes, microwave, and we have a refrigerator, which I might just have to pop open one of these suckers. Let's see what I can get. Oh man, there's no Diet Coke. Oh wait then. So this labeled out the coffee, tea, and snacks. It's great to have for guests. And now let's go check out the bathroom. This is the bathroom. It was really small. I'm showing you a picture before. You can see the awful flooring that we had. And one night, in the middle of the night, I decided my sister was going to come the next day, or like in a day and a half, and hey, why don't I just change the floor? That's not really what happened. I had painted this wall, which if you're painting walls in bathrooms, you make sure that there is a gloss in it, whether it's semi-gloss or even high gloss. That way the water will resist it and it won't absorb into the walls, which you don't want. Anyway, so I was doing that. There's paint everywhere. I had to clean it up, but while I was cleaning it up, I kind of like picked at some of the paint. Well, when I did, it touched the tile, the ugly tile, and it like ripped off. And I'm like, oh no. Well, then I went to Home Depot and I found this awesome laminate flooring. It resists water 98%. They actually have one that's 100%, but this one was available and on sale, so I got it. So that's fantastic. Cheap, easy, and your mom can do it. It's such a great flooring, so I checked that out. Put the link in below. My husband had to, at 5 o'clock in the morning, come in and see me like covered in sticky tile. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like a kid, like, I don't know. He said that, okay, Kristen, I'm gonna finish it up. He got home from work early and he did it, and it was beautiful. Now we have this great flooring. It was like not a great awesome color, and I changed it to this like really rich looking blue that I love, and then I accented with white because the trim was already white. I just did this like pop of gold in like brass, which I love, and you can see over here everything's kind of brass, and adding that is your pop. That's like your extra pop of color because it's already such a bold color. And just having things available for your guest. I have cotton swabs, I have cotton balls, things that they're gonna need. Think in advance, that way they might give you a call or text and you can get some rest and sleep and leave them be. Next, I want to show you, if you look up, that is my grandmother's old lighting fixture that I got, and I love it, and I've put in my house a couple of her features, and I am so loving it. It's just interesting and a little special touch. And then we have this great decal. It's almost lifelike, a steerhead, but it's just a vinyl sticker. So it gives this kind of texture. I could put a bar over it and really use it without it popping out. So it's like a piece of the wall. So these are cool. This is from a place called Walls Need Love, which they do, and I love it. It's so weird. Welcome to the boudoir. I think I said that right. Anyway, this is the bedroom. So with the older home, it's kind of, you can kind of feel like it's older. So when I came to the space, as you see in the picture, it was kind of, and so I decided to just go white and minimal. Floors were so beautiful, the color, I thought, wow, that's gonna pop next to just white. So the trim's white, the walls are white. It's called extra pure white. that's what it is. It's great. That like Marfa, New Mexico, minimalist style, lodge-like feel in here. So it keeps it really clean, but kind of edgy at the same time. So I found these awesome sheets that I love at Target, and I put all these different kind of comforts with it. And at the end of the day, I went with a duvet, just a white duvet that I got at IKEA. And then I added the heavy knitted blanket like you see here. It's caramely mustard color, and I just love it. It's very earthy, and I feel like it really balances with the floor. And then I added these great horns that are wood that I got at Home Goods. And then my favorite add-on recently was the decal from The Walls Need Love, like in the bathroom, these cacti. I just feel like they add this pop and interest. They're super cool. It's given that like wow factor, something different, which I love. And then we got these light fixtures that are pretty rad as well. So these were from IKEA. With every room, we have 4 robes that you see in the picture. And then we have this great little seating area because you gotta have that. The last tip of a Airbnb, in my opinion, room is to make it feel like a hotel. The Holy Bible, because everyone needs a spiritual awakening in a hotel room. And if not, you can just knock on my door and I can give you one. And then the other thing is making sure that you have phone plugs, because have you been to a hotel? Are you guilty like I am of not having your phone charger? Yeah, I've been there. Anyways, having one, but then just putting the name on it. So I just got a label maker and I put our name both on the cord and on the plug-in, so that at the end of the trip, they know, the guests, that that doesn't belong to them. And then I have this awesome rug that I got at IKEA. I just got these 2 rugs for $12.99 each, and then sewed it together and made one long runner. And that is what they can put their feet on. And then these are from IKEA, these beds, and they open up. So there's your storage, and this is the bedroom. So now we can head to one last thing I want to show you. So last, I have a DIY that I did in another video that you can check out. I'll have a link if you look at the eye at the top right side of the screen. Guest book. That's right. So what I did, I looked for a journal, didn't find it, so I needed to come up with something. So I found these awesome folders that I got at Target, and I made this really cool Please Sign Here are guest books. Back in the day when I was in California, I went to this place called Deacon's. They had these guest books, and every guest would sign these books at the end of their stay. And it was just so great seeing everyone's story, and I love story. I mean, my goal in life is to be a talk show host just so I could listen to everyone's life story, because I just think it's so interesting. I just love it. So hopefully that's what's going to start here. People will sign it, tell a little story, got a cool pencil that people can sign with. Let's go. Well guys, that 3-hour tour is over. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me in the adventures of my everyday life and checking out my carriage house. If you're ever in the Houston area, you should definitely check it out. I love it so much, and I hope that you fell in love with it just as much as well. Anyway, it's about that time for the game to start, but before we go, you can also like us, because we always like likes. Who doesn't like to be liked, you know what I mean? Anyway, and comment below if you have questions or things that you want to tell me about. And lastly, most importantly, just push that little red subscribe button. Once you do that, all is well with the soul. You know what I mean? All right, guys, check you later. Adios. Sayonara.